Hello everyone, my name is Hannah Belcher and I am running for the position of Town Council representing Precinct 3. My passion for Winthrop runs very deep. I've grown up in a family with deep roots in the town. We're part of the founding families of Winthrop, but more importantly, I live in a family that has taught me the importance of being a positive presence in the community. There's nothing more special than meeting people around town who recount a story of my grandfather Dick during his tenure at East Boston Savings Bank, or my Auntie Jeannie, who's worked in a few banks in town, and most importantly, my dad Dave, who worked down at Governor's Park until he retired just a couple years ago. It's my time to continue this track record of positive community presence and establish myself as a productive and advantageous member of the Winthrop community in my own right. I'm asking to do a very difficult job, to make incredibly difficult decisions that impact the entirety of the town of Winthrop. I want to make these decisions with the best interest of our residents, and especially our residents in Precinct 3. My goal, if elected, is to secure a strong future for Winthrop by making proactive and pragmatic decisions financially that ensure the safety and well-being of our community and making that a top priority. Forward thinking requires a delicate balance of smart fiscal choices that ensure expenses are not put on taxpayers' backs whenever possible, and that the cost of living in Winthrop is matched with the services the town provides. Historically, Winthrop has had a revenue issue, and we need to think very carefully about development that will help alleviate some of these strains that we run into time and time again. Through thoughtful development, proactive infrastructure maintenance, and creative problem solving, we can ensure governmental efficiency and bring Winthrop into a place of financial health well into the future. If you're not thinking about conservation, you're not truly thinking about Winthrop's future. We have to look to experts to ensure that any decision making that is involved in our town takes into account the impacts on the environment around us. Sea level rise, airport environmental impacts, and a loss of our tree canopy, as well as a move towards additional development, all require careful consideration so we can act now to preserve the beautiful environment we have here. I want to work with these experts and with other town officials to make sure that we are walking that fine line between development and ensuring that we do not damage our environment. Circling back to the safety of residents, it's not shocking to say that road safety is something that has come up time and time again in my conversations. There are many low-cost, high-impact changes that can be made around town to ensure the safety of both our drivers, pedestrians, and also our cyclists. Things like crosswalk signs and additional crosswalks in frequently used places, signs that show your speed, like the one we have coming in through Revere, flex posts in spots where parking makes it difficult for drivers to see around intersections are all things that can be easily done and will make a big difference in the safety of our roads. In addition to these issues that are townwide, Precinct 3 has some unique challenges that other areas of town don't deal with as heavily. Most notably, our neighbors of Logan Airport and the MWRA at Deer Island. Currently, I'm the chair of the Winthrop Airport Hazards Committee, and in that role, I've seen the challenges that exist in working with entities as large as Massport and the MWRA. I believe a consistent, respectful, and pragmatic set of asks can achieve big goals and a symbiotic relationship between Winthrop and these neighbors. We want to make sure that we're holding them accountable and they are mitigating the impacts that they have on our community while still making sure that we are respectful neighbors to them as well. Precinct 3 also has a challenge in the area of Winthrop Shore Drive that is managed by the DCR. There's certainly a way to ensure that our Shore Drive residents are receiving the safety and quality of life that they deserve, even though that area on the beach is managed by the Mass State Police and DCR. Through collaboration with the Mass State Police and the Winthrop Police Department, I believe that we can advocate for a relationship that is beneficial to all. I'm happy to meet with anybody who would like to hear more or more specific ideas I have for the town of Winthrop. A thriving community relies on many types of advocates. Citizens who are willing to organize and execute community events, people willing to get on the phone and ask for answers, and those that can liaise between their neighbors and local government. Everyone has a different set of skills, strengths, and it is important to use these in whatever way makes you an impactful community member. When you go to vote on November 2nd, please think about what it takes to be an effective counselor. Things like grit, advocacy, proactive thinking, and creative problem solving. Those are the types of qualities that make a town councilor effective in their role. I believe that I have these qualities and have exhibited them in the relationships I've built since my decision to run, my leadership of the airport committee, as well as my involvement in local efforts and elections in the past. I'm asking to work for you and to make the difficult decisions, and I'm asking that you choose to utilize my personality and skill set to serve the town. I thank you for the opportunity to share my vision for the future of Winthrop with you while campaigning, and hopefully for the chance to serve as the next town councilor in Precinct 3. Thank you for your time.